Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine. As we turn again back to my 2004 interview with Pete Seeger, I asked him about Waist Deep in the Big Muddy and how he made his anti-Vietnam War stance clear back in '67 when he was on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour.
Well, the Smothers Brothers were a big, big success on CBS television, and way back the year before, I think in the spring of '67, they said, CBS says, anything we can do for you, you're right at the top. What can we do to make you happier? And they said, let us have Seeger on. And CBS said, well, we'll think about it. Finally, in October, they said, okay, you can have him on. And I sang this song, waist deep in the big muddy, the big fool says to push on. The tape was made in California, flown to New York, and in New York they scissored the song out. And now the Smothers Brothers took to the print media and said, CBS is censoring our best jokes. They censored Seeger's best song, and they got some publicity. And during November, December, January, the arguments went on. Finally, in February, late January of '68, CBS said, okay, he can sing the song. On 6 hours' notice, I flew out to California. I remember singing a batch of songs from American history, songs from the Revolution. Why come ye hither, redcoats, you mind what madness fills in our forest? There's danger in our hills, for the rifles, the rifles in our hands shall prove no trifle. I think I mentioned the hit song of 1814. It was the hit song. Oh, say, can you see? And the song of the Mexican War, green grow the lilacs, all sparkling with dew, a love song. That's why Yankees are called gringos in Mexico, from that song. And, of course, the Civil War, several good songs, not just Battle Hymn of the Republic, but a batch of them. The Spanish-American War, Oscar Brand taught me this song. American soldiers in the Philippines were singing, damn, damn, damn the Filipinos, cross-eyed, cocky-act ladrone. And beneath the starry flag, civilize them with a crag, and go back to our own beloved home. I didn't sing that. But along come modern times. I sang Waist Deep in the Big Muddy, and this time only a station in Detroit cut it out. But the rest of the country heard it, so 7 million people heard it. Who knows? Later that month, in late February, Lyndon Johnson decided not to run for re-election. Song would be probably just one more thing. I honestly believe that the future is going to be millions of little things saving us. I imagine a big seesaw, and at one end of this seesaw is on the ground with a basket half full of big rocks in it. The other end of the seesaw is up in the air. It's got a basket 1/4 full of sand. And some of us got teaspoons and we're trying to fill up sand. A lot of people are laughing at us. They say, oh, people like you have been trying to do that for thousands of years, and it's not. It's leaking out as fast as you're putting it in. But we're saying we're getting more people with teaspoons all the time. And we think one of these years you'll see that whole seesaw go zoop in the other direction. And people say, gee, how did it happen so suddenly? Us and all our little teaspoons. Now, Grant, we got to keep putting it in, because if we don't keep putting teaspoons in, it will leak out, and the rocks will go back again. Who knows?
Pete Seeger. If you'd like a copy of today's show, you can go to our website at democracynow.org. But we're continuing with this tribute to Pete Seeger, who turned 90 years old on May 3rd, on Sunday. This is Pete Seeger singing Waist Deep in the Big Muddy on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour in 1968.
It was back in 1942. I was a member of a good platoon. We were on maneuvers in Louisiana one night by the light of the moon. The captain told us to ford a river, that's how it all begun. We were knee-deep in the big muddy, the big fool said to push on. Well, the sergeant said, "Sir, are you sure this is the best way back to the base?" "Sergeant, go on, I've forded this river about a mile above this place. It'll be a little soggy, but just keep slogging, we'll soon be on dry ground." We were waist deep in the big muddy, the big fool said to push on. The sergeant said, "Sir, with all this equipment, no man will be able to swim." "Sergeant, don't be a nervous Nelly," the captain said to him. "All we need is a little determination. Men, follow me, I'll lead on." We were neck deep in the big muddy, the big fool said to push on. All at once the moon clouded over, we heard a gurgling cry. A few seconds later, the captain's helmet was all that floated by. The sergeant said, "Turn around, men, I'm in charge from now on." And we just made it out of the big muddy with the captain dead and gone. We stripped and dived and found his body stuck in the old